He's just standing there, menacingly!
Batman's out. I had high expectations in this movie, from watching all the trailers and reading all the different fan theories, so I was really looking forward to seeing it.
And you didn't disappoint.
This movie is sick, even without any of these. Robert Pattinson was a lot darker than previous Batman, a lot more moody, like an emo Batman, and he's a lot less talkative than the others as well, like the Christian Bale Batman. But the suit, man is it cool. It's just so menacing. Not that the others weren't, but I feel like he could just walk up and make this guy turn into this guy real fast. This, coupled with the score,
Beautiful.
the music was epic, especially Batman's theme. It was just so badass when he walked slowly towards the bad guys, as this was just blaring through the speakers. Michael Giacchino is certainly keeping up the tradition of never having rubbish music for a Batman film. Honestly, the score alone makes this film worth going to see. The cast selection was brilliant. Robert Pattinson's Bruce Wayne is far less involved in day-to-day affairs than previous Bruce Waynes, and he's a lot more focused and obsessed with continuing on his family's legacy of helping Gotham. We skip past his origin story, which is nice because honestly, I feel like we've seen the death of his parents a million times already. And I thought his physique was a refreshing change from the juiced up roid heads who look like bodybuilders more than superheroes. Andy Serkis, for once, isn't wearing some ridiculous looking CGI outfit playing Alfred. He has less screen time than Michael Caine's Alfred, but he was a good choice, and I look forward to seeing more of him in the next installment. This movie really gave the audience a more in-depth view of how the criminal organizations operated and looked internally. Falcone, played by John Turturro, and the Penguin showed the viewers just how sinister and evil the mob can be. And Catwoman, what can I say? I went into the cinema expecting an obnoxious, overbearing, unrealistic character who beats up all the men and screeches about how bad the patriarchy is, and she doesn't need no man.
I am no man.
But Zoe Kravitz was actually pretty cool, which I feel would be hard to pull off as Catwoman. She wasn't some overpowered female rights pushing character, but she was still tough and resilient, while at the same time having weaknesses and flaws. So take note, Hollywood. It is still possible to have strong female protagonists without making them into an unrealistic kickboxing machine who says cringy one-liners about how they don't need men.
Don't worry. She's got help.
Though there was that one scene where she talks about, I think it was like misogynistic white men or something like that, which was a bit random, didn't really fit the movie at all. But anyways, apart from that, she was still pretty good. This movie was less about superheroes saving the world, and it really focused on the detective side of Batman. He spends the majority of the film hunting down the Riddler, which is the main storyline. The Riddler is exposing all the corrupt figures in Gotham, and then he brutally executes them to send a message. There is a resemblance between him and the Joker. They both have that unpredictable and unhinged personality, but in the end, the Riddler targets Bruce Wayne because of something that happened after Bruce's parents were killed when he was young. I won't go into the details because you should really go and see it if you haven't already, although why are you even on YouTube watching Batman reviews if you haven't even seen the movie already? I mean, what are you even doing? Only kidding, please watch my videos, I'm desperate for views. I did feel though that the motivations for the characters was a little bit shaky, especially because you don't really get a solid reason why Bruce Wayne is Batman in the first place, but I'm sure this will be explained in the next two films. The movie also sets up the trilogy really well, especially as there's a certain villain that makes a brief appearance towards the end of the film. I won't say who though, but it does make me think, who are going to be the villains in the next two films? Because Christopher Nolan has pretty much hogged all the good ones. I mean, who do they have left? Calendar Man? Man-Bat? Find it very hard that they can make a character called Mr. Freeze a dangerous villain to be taken seriously.
The Iceman cometh.
All in all though, the movie was really good, and I look forward to seeing the next Batman movie. However, it is not better than The Dark Knight, which is a classic, but I would say that it does rival Batman Begins. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more, feel free to like and subscribe. Let me know below what you thought of the movie as well. And that's it for me, so I'll catch you later.